The PlayStation Digital Store once again has a massive new sale for us all, and today I'm going to be breaking down 10 games for you all covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now this sale, it is a PS Plus double discount sale, so those are going to be the prices I will be featuring. This one though, it should have something for everyone from heavy hitting indies to AAA releases. My name's Alex, this is PlayStation Corner, and if you do enjoy this video, consider subscribing, it helps us out a huge amount. I also then have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card later in the video, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below. Disco Elysium, the final cut, is a masterpiece with a PS5 upgrade. It might not be demanding visually, but it looks the best it ever has, showcasing this extremely unique, almost watercolor style. In the game, you head to a town to investigate a murder, and let's just say you have your fair share of personal issues. This world is more than stranger, with a mix of exploration, dice rolls, and character builds, yet it is pure genius. Equally impressive then is the soundtrack by Sea Power, and just give that a listen even if you don't buy the game. So yeah, dive in here, interrogate this world, and try to get to the bottom of the mystery. I just really appreciate as well the closing description on the PSN, so I'm going to be wrapping up with that, and that is, be a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being. It's back, matching the low price with 65% off, and this one it comes highly recommended. Cuphead is back, matching the low then with a 30% discount. Every time I discuss this game, I reiterate the same sentiment, and that is, it's absolutely worth the full price, so getting it at a discount is a steal. Primarily, it's a 2D boss rush experience. You'll basically wander around an overworld map, but for about 90% of the gameplay, you're going to be squaring off against various bosses, and just occasionally you may face a run and gun moment as well. It ranks amongst the most challenging yet rewarding games available on the system, and the icing on the cake is its striking 1930s animation style that truly stands out, coupled with another stellar soundtrack. This game is a must-play for everyone, and it's even better in co-op. Dead Island 2, and I reviewed this on the channel, I loved it. You can find that review in the pinned comments. Given the numerous delays this title experienced, however, I approached it with, I'd call it modest expectations, but it pleasantly surprised. It plunges you into the zombie apocalypse in first-person LA, and while it's not an open world, the smaller areas ranging from the Hollywood Hills to Beverly Hills and Venice Beach, just a really fun setting, and for me, I live here as well, so it was definitely fun to, spot the similarities. The combat system then is brutal and satisfying, and these weapons can be modified. It's 30% off, a new at a low price, and it's great to see this game actually deliver. It makes me want a third game in the series, though I won't be holding my breath for that to happen anytime soon. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge is back with 30% off. It's another outstanding retro throwback from this studio. It's arguably one of the best brawlers available right now as well, and in this game you're once again up against the Shredder and his army. What sets this title apart is its unique roster of characters and its support for up to 6 players, that's both locally and online. Now when you get that many players involved, the action here is just chaotic. This version of the Turtles then is the one I grew up with, so I was always going to be a huge fan, and in my opinion they got the visuals and the general style spot on. After Us is back, matching the low with 34% off, and while I didn't play this personally, Luke reviewed it here on the channel and he walked away impressed. I'll link that video in the pinned comment below, but it's a platforming game that delves into themes of human influence, sacrifice and hope. Now players traverse an abstract world to retrieve the souls of the last extinct animals, safeguarded by Mother's dwindling life force. Now as Gaia, you'll use unique abilities to confront the oil-covered devourers that threaten any lingering life. It comes from the team behind Arise, which was a great experience, and this game challenges players to rejuvenate a devastated world. Jack Move is a cyberpunk JRPG offering a streamlined yet entertaining ride. Now playing as a young hacker, you're up against corruption, aided by a cast of likeable characters. What sets Jack Move apart is its focused approach with battles, mainly centered around our solo lead. Players can then adjust their abilities using these different upgrade chips. This ensures a fast-paced experience, and with a runtime of around 6 to 8 hours, stands out from some of the more complex JRPGs. The game's world and visuals are great too, mixing a kind of top-down exploration with 3D battles. One minor drawback is that the battle backgrounds can sometimes feel a little repetitive, but despite that, really like this one and I hope to see more from this world. I also think 40% off here is a more than fair price. Vengeful Guardian Moonrider is back with 30% off. This will be for the retro platformer fans. Coming from the same brilliant team as Blazing Chrome, this game does not disappoint. Love the style personally, particularly the large character sprites, and the gameplay is a side-scrolling action platformer that is incredibly challenging, but that's exactly how it's intended to be. The story, it's set in a world where humanity has crafted an army of super soldiers for warfare, of course, but things take a turn when they activate the ninja warrior known as Moonrider. Essentially, there's this twist where these super soldiers foresee humanity's doom, yet this one warrior denies its programmed intent, opting instead to fight back against its creators and fellow super soldiers. You can also then customize your hero, so a nice little modern touch, and yeah, overall this one is great fun. Hogwarts Legacy is a game with a whole lot of controversy surrounding it, and I'll leave it up to you if you want to spend your cash on it. I did play the game at launch, however, and I think it's fair to say it's the Harry Potter game fans always wanted, taking you through the day-to-day life of a wizard while presenting new locations and opportunities. I did have a lot of fun with it, and it looks and runs great on the PS5. The story then, it's set in the late 1800s, and our character holds the key to an ancient secret that could tear the wizarding world apart. Open world action RPG gameplay always appeared to be the best fit for this world, and this game essentially proves that is the case. It's a new low price with 30% off, and the pricing you see here, that is for the PS5 build. The PS4 version will be slightly cheaper, but do check some reviews first, I'm not sure how the performance is. Our winner of the week then is going to Chomp, who is all about Starfield right now, and that's what I'm going to be jumping into this weekend. Reviews have definitely been decent this far. Congrats Chomp, drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Dead Space is our penultimate game then, and it's back matching the low with 30% off. This remake was exactly the boost we needed after the somewhat disappointing Callisto Protocol, though I do think I had more fun with that one than most, even if the combat system was weak. The narrative here though beckons us to investigate a ship that seems to be in distress, and on board various monsters await us. They did so much right with this version. It's visually stunning, it handles well, and the weapons remain just incredibly satisfying. Continues to surprise as well with its jump scares, because while they changed just some, even the classic moments that remained intact still caught me off guard even when I expected them. Truly just a testament to the game's quality, and I hope to see them take this series now in a new direction. Final Fantasy XVI gets a new low price, and it's actually the first sale in fact, but it's 20% off, and this game needs a little introduction. It's the latest entry in the incredibly popular RPG series. At the same time though, it is also quite the diversion, moving away from the turn-based world many expected and into an action formula. I really like the game, and I do think generally most felt that way, though I do appreciate some hardcore fans didn't want to see a change that was so dramatic. You know, I was actually skeptical myself. I do think a few of the characters are a little weak in this story, honestly, but after a fast opening, things do get going, and I think if you enjoy an action RPG, this should be high up on your list. The story, powerful beings oversee the realm, but a blight threatens their alliance. We must now get to the bottom of it. To top it off as well, of course, it's Final Fantasy, so it's a stunning looking game, and the soundtrack is a winner too. And that is the video down. What will you be adding to the library this week? Let us know in the comments. With that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.